Hey guys, so today I'm going to teach you how to do a very quick, very basic bike fit that'll get you on your bike and riding in no time. So I'm just wearing an external microphone so you can hear me properly when I'm back there on the bike. If you have a bike trainer or something that can hold the bike up and hold your weight up safely, it is the best way to fit up your bike. My bike's already been fit up, so I'm just leaning against a gate here. You can do that, but just make sure that your bike's level and that you're level, the bike's not leaning or anything like that when you fit yourself up, because it's very important that you get this right. So let's get started. I think the first thing that's most important is if you wear clip-in shoes or clipless cleated shoes, I think you need to get those set up 100% first. So I've just got mine set up around in the ball of my foot. It's comfortable for me. I don't think there's any right or wrong when it comes to cleats. I just think if you're comfortable, then that's where they should be. So once you've got those set up, you've got the pedals on the bike, the next step is the saddle and saddle height. So we'll get into that. I think a mountain bike and road bike is pretty much the same. Mountain bike might be just a little different because depending what kind of trails you're riding or whatever you're doing, you might have the seat a bit lower so you can clinch it with your legs. Also, it's not smacking up your ass every time you hit a bump or something like that. But if you're climbing or just riding a mountain bike on normal kind of terrain, then I think the fit's pretty much the same, and I have fitted myself up pretty much the same on both bikes. So let's get started. So this is it here. So like I said, I'm leaning against the wall because my bike's already fit up. So I'd recommend getting one of those trainers that hold the bike up, but just make sure the bike's level. So if you have a riser block for the front or something, then that helps massively. So yes, I'll jump on. I'll show you my position. Clip in. Now this process is probably easier if you have a friend to make the adjustments while you stay on the bike, but it doesn't. That's not mandatory. I've done all mine myself. So basically, saddle, make sure that your saddle's comfortable for you. So maybe get fitted up at a bike shop for a saddle for you, or if you like the one that's on your bike now, that's fine. This came with my bike, this saddle here, the Pro logo, and I'm quite happy with it. So yeah, that's fine. If you get measured up for a seat, they'll measure your sit bones and they'll find you a seat that'll be comfortable for you. So once you've got the right saddle, the first thing you want to adjust after your clipless pedals, if you do have them, if you don't have them, then just go straight to this, is the saddle height. So when you're right, say for me, when my right leg is down and the crank is almost in line with the seat tube here, your foot should be almost straight, but just with a slight bend. You don't want it completely straight like that, because you'll be locking your knee out every single time you hit your bottom stroke and you'll have knee pain in no time. So what you want is at the bottom, almost the bottom of your stroke. So when your crank arm is level with your seat post up here, you want your leg to have a slight bend in it, just like that. So some people want more bend, some people want less, but yeah, I think you're the most powerful at this point because you are making most of your power from about up here to about there. So you don't want to be locking your knee out every time you hit bottom of your stroke, and you don't want to be pedaling up here because you'll get a lot of unnecessary pain and your muscles will fatigue a lot quicker. So once you've got your saddle height correct, just like so, you should look similar to that, slight bend. You might have more of a bend or less of a bend, whatever's comfortable for you. Don't have too much of a bend, and as I said, don't have a completely straight leg, or you'll lock your knee out and you'll have heaps of knee pain and joint pain, and you definitely don't want that. So once you've done that, the next thing is the fore and aft of the saddle. So that's how far back or forward it is. So this one, there's a lot of arguments going around about this one of what's right and what's wrong, but this is how I've set mine up. So they say when you're roughly in that position, so almost level with the pedals, that your knee should be in line with the pedal axle, so the end of your crank. So mine's close, but I prefer my knee to be a bit further back than that, because my opinion is that you're making your power, you want your body weight behind your pedal stroke, and you're going to be making your maximum power at about around here, and then all the way down, so all the way down to about there. So I don't think you want to be right on top of it. I think, in my opinion, you want to be a little bit behind it, so you can use your body weight behind it and give it all the power you've got. So my knee is a little bit further back than the pedal axle, and for me that's comfortable. Next thing is this stem length. So this is something that you can only change by changing your stem, buying a new stem or whatever. This came with a 120mm stem, which was way too long for me, and my reach was a little too much. I'm a tall person, but I didn't want a really aggressive position, so I wanted something that was a bit more laid back, so I could, relax a bit more and be comfortable for longer rides. So I put a 90mm stem on this. I'm still experimenting with it, so I'm not sure if it's for me just yet. It feels comfortable, but I could maybe go 100 or something. I'm not sure if I look too short on the bike, but yeah, definitely I'm going to give it a few more rides and see how I go, and maybe go up to 100 if need be. But the 120 was just too long for me. So stem length is all about comfort, but it's also about how you want to be on the bike. A longer stem is going to get you in a more aggressive aerodynamic position, but it's a kind of position you may not be comfortable in for a long period of time. And a shorter stem is going to get you your back straighter and sitting more upright, which is what I prefer for endurance riding and things like that. So, and I can still get down in a low position if need be. It's just, for me, just casually riding around, this is a lot more comfortable. I think that's about it for bike fit. So I'll clip out here. So the most important thing is actually your bike frame size, which is something that you can't be changed. So make sure that you're 100% right when you're getting your frame, get measured up. Just sit on the bike seat, see if it's comfortable. One little rule that I've read is that if you can stand over the top tube and it's about an inch away from your groin, then it's roughly about right. But it's also going to matter with the length and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you get fitted up for your frame. That's the most important. The frame can't be changed, whereas saddle height, all that stuff can be changed, which is fine. So make sure the frame's perfect for you, and then make these adjustments from there. I think I've covered most of the fit. When it comes to handlebar angle and all that kind of stuff on a road bike, I think that's more so personal preference and the way you want to ride. So mine are pretty reasonably flat, but before with the longer stem, they were actually angled up just so I could reach, which wasn't good. I was getting wrist pain and shoulder pain. So for me, the flatter the better, and that shorter stem definitely helped me to be able to relax a lot more. And yeah, just remember to stay relaxed, relax your shoulders when you're riding, and yeah, you'll have plenty of fun. Make sure once you've fitted yourself up that you get a whiteout pen or some sort of pen that you can see, and mark all your adjustments. So mark your saddle height, mark the cleats on your shoes, mark where your handlebars are angle wise and sideways wise. Yeah, just mark everything you can with a whiteout pen, so if anything slips, because it probably will, if anything slips, you can put it back to where it was. I haven't marked anything yet because I'm still experimenting with a few stems, which may change the overall fit of the bike, so I haven't marked anything yet. But yeah, once you've got it right, make sure you mark everything. Yeah, that way, as I said, if anything slips, you can just put it back to the way it was, and you'll be comfortable. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, hope this video really helped you. If you've got any comments or questions, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll answer them as best I can. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you.